Oh, hi. Welcome in. Oh, what happened? Okay, treadmill shut. I was gonna start walking. Get a little walk in today. Why not, huh? And it turned off on me. There we go. Oh, so I see the hundreds flying in. Someone's spamming it. I got a funny thing to show you guys about that, actually. I was mentioning the other day. So I never really paid attention to it, but those reactions, it counts and it pays attention to them. Let me pull this up real quick. So I don't really know, we'll say what it means. We'll say I don't know exactly what it means, but check this out. So let's see, I want to make sure there's nothing crazy on here that'll like, all right. So here's the interactions from the stream yesterday. There was 5,000 reactions in a minute. So you guys actually spammed it when I mentioned that. That's that little heart with those things. And over this course right here, there's another 500. There's 5,000 of them in here. So it does actually, it counts them differently, but it counts them, where I looked at it before, it counted it a different way. But here's that stream, and here's like a normal stream. So I don't know how much this 19,000 reactions help, but I mean, it's easy to click the button, right? It's like hitting the like button 20,000 times. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's got to be good, right? That's funny though. I looked at that and my heart almost sank. I was like, "Oh my god, look at all them interactions or whatever." That's crazy. So I don't know. Are you guys? Maybe you guys are helping me out a ton by hitting that reaction thing. I really can't say it for sure. YouTube algorithm is a mystery to us all. But 20,000 reactions. A lot. A lot. Don't wear your fingers out though. Don't break your fingers. Shout out all the notification gangs in here right off the bat. Woofler, Devo, Saffron, Small, Tiago, Scott Loof, Corey, what's going on? Rush, Marty Moore, Magoon Lawn Bear, Steve, welcome in. Pro Style F, Templar, what's going on, Templar? All right, let's get these over here without accidentally clicking on something. I feel like this is going really fast, but I didn't think it was going that fast. Let me slow it down a little bit. We're doing a casual. I did leg day at the gym yesterday, so I just want to stay moving. Plus, I'm drinking coffee, so it's gonna get real hot. Coffee and very light cardio. Pig fat and treadmill. Nothing wrong with a strip of bacon or two, huh? So we've got this one out here. We got to hit no matter what the terror zone is. That's the rules. Pickle Nick, welcome in. Steve's good for a smashed like button. I do see those reactions flying up too, by the way. Everyone hitting those. I don't remember what this is set on. It's got to be 7, huh? So these guys out here are going to be strong enough. We're going to want to static it. Make sure I have everything out here. I didn't transfer anything. Delph Infinity, Griffins. Yeah, just a torch. So, yeah, okay. Get the music a little higher on my end. Get in the mood. Damn, welcome in. Do the stream while walking backwards? I never thought about that. I guess that would be legal. I could just flip the walking pad around and walk backwards. Never thought about that. Maybe that could be a stream challenge if I ever do like a subathon type situation. Nope, where am I going here? Boy, this area is just hard to find monsters, sort of. It's just so open, you don't know which way direction to go. Not that it's like that crazy, but you know, when you're trying to read chat and drink coffee and walk at the same time. You know what I mean? Nothing else there, I don't think. Those little jumpers are so leapers or whatever, super annoying too. Well, this is the rules. I have to run the terror zone, so. Hershiser, big bacon fan. Yo! Yeah, bacon. Kind of a leading question there, whatever you want to call it. Main thing is hit the like button there on YouTube. Wolflore, I love seeing those let's goes there over on Twitch. Appreciate you. The let's go emote. Let's go. That let's go one was in my first batch of emotes I made back in the day. Still holds up. Still holds up. Any more monsters over here? Oh, there's a champ at least, I suppose. Ooh, another champ pack. Two of them right next to each other. See, is it just out here or is it over here too? Okay, it's over here as well, so that's good, I guess. Ooh. Better stop doing that and pay attention. 3 champs all at the same time. Extra fast, might. Extra high leveled. Oop, oop, oop. Misclicked like 7 times. I mean, if it was something, if it was crazy superior, that's not crazy. Even not being the best base, the optimal base, it'd be an interesting one. Everyone likes a little bit different bases on their stuff just for funsies. So, DP, did you miss the T-Mite drop? Not yet. I was actually waiting for you to get here before I found it, so. Walking backwards for a period of time sounds rough. I've never done it for more than like 10 minutes. So supposedly it's supposed to be like good for your knees or something to walk backwards. I did it for, you know, a month or so, and then every once in a while I'll just like kind of as a warm up for the stairs or something, I'll just walk backwards for like 10 minutes or something. You know, is it factual? I don't know. I heard some guy on the internet say that it was good for your knees. What is it? Knees over toes guy, I think, said that it was good for your knees. So what you gonna do, huh? Laterally rune words like cure and single player. Anya. Oh yeah. Here again, this is offline single player right here. Contagious, welcome in. 101% chance of Tyrell's might. That's a good odds. I'll take those odds. Fred, yo, welcome in. There's my guy. I feel like he actually has a lot of health if I'm not. Oh, well, no, he's fine. Oh, you know what? I forgot or didn't realize that when you killed him, it's like when Mephisto dies, or Andarl, I mean, and kills everything in the area. Forgot about that, I guess. How about it? Guess I missed this pack over here. I didn't even mean to teleport across there. I just wasn't paying attention. Hold on for a sacred armor. I wouldn't make it in a sacred armor personally. So on offline single player, if you're making a fortitude, I wouldn't worry so much about necessarily the defense. I mean, I would. Okay, so I'll just tell you what I did, and you can decide if this is what you want to do too. My first fortitude, I made in a non-ethereal base. So I decided that really as a defense, do I care that much about the defense on my fortitude for my mercenary? But what if you want to use it on a different character? Do you really want to make multiple fortitudes like right off the bat? And you know, so that was my thinking. Personally, I wouldn't worry too much about the base, to be honest. You'll get more enjoyment, I think anyways, out of having a fortitude rather than waiting forever to find the perfect base for your fortitude. So I would just go ahead and do it. Wolflore said he found a unique sacred armor just last night. Templars. I guess this is all empty. Guess it's all empty. Niels, welcome in. B-dub, yo. These hundreds are just flying in the 100 reactions. Yeah, don't break your hand. I think it does help out a little bit the reactions, but I don't want you to like get carpal tunnel from hitting the reactions on the stream. We're on 7 right now, Em. We should be anyways. Let me double check. I just assumed, yeah. Assumed it was. It felt that way, so. John Brown says good luck today on the stream. Appreciate you. Guaranteed Tyrell's might. Guaranteed that there's a chance I find Tyrell's might today. Date night for DP. Gotcha. Tomac, I see you saying poor posture. I missed the context there. I don't know who you're. Were you answering someone else's question? I'm guessing about poor posture or something. I missed it. Sorry. Mateo talking about, I think the fortitude could come useful on a melee character. Yeah. That's pretty much the reason why I make it in a non-ethereal on single player. I don't assume, especially after for example, I've been playing like years offline and I haven't even found a great exile base. You never know when it's actually gonna fall ever. So the worst thing I would ever want to do is wait 4 years to find the perfect fortitude base and never find it. And then in that case, I just never have full fortitude, you know? So, yeah. That's my take. That's my take. Anthony P just made a Enigma. Could I make, let's see, what should I make as a second tune? Gotta make a Sorceress, man. Allie, then go with a Sorceress. You can't really go wrong. I mean, you can farm up all the great gear with the Paladin too. Can't go wrong on a second character, but if I had to choose, it would be Sorceress. Another Sunday. Whoa. Yeah, Fred, I see you talking to Marty there, but yeah, sorry to hear that about that insurance stuff. Boy. Good old insurance. Jeez. Best of luck. Yeah, best wishes on that for your brother-in-law or brother. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Peace. What kind of shield do you want for Exile? Pretty much any of the elite ones that are like ethereal with high res. I think right now the best I have is one that was like 32 res. That's ethereal, but man, I really wanted higher than that, you know? So you could just make it in a non-ethereal, which people recommended to me as well. I could do, but the thing is also I don't like quote unquote need an Exile because I hate farming torches, so I'm probably not gonna really do it again for a smiter. But so I went all this time without having an Exile essentially, and then now I will never need one again. So learn from my mistake on that one. Don't do that. Four open socketed Zachary with 42. That's not too bad. I had my Exile I made back in the day was the same thing, but it was ethereal though. I'm pretty sure I made that was like back in the day, so I think I e-bugged that one too. Because you could ethereal bug shields back in the day. Gotta stay in shape. Yeah, that's a true story. I only want to be so fat, and I've reached the limits of how fat I want to be, so. Balrog skin, interesting. Zombies, whatever. Ghostly Liberator, or whatever it's called. It's okay, but not super great. Boy, monsters die like 2 screens away. Is Exile indestructible? So Exile has repair durability on it. Yeah, I don't make them all the time. Yeah, repair durability. So that's why you make them ethereal. They can have more defense. Do the ethereal shields, do they do like a tiny bit more smite damage too? I can't remember that one for sure, but I feel like it did. But I don't know how much that, you know, I think it does a little bit more, but it doesn't, like you can't even like feel it because all your damage comes from your grief. So I think that's the story of how it went. Don't quote me on that, on the damage though. Stinky Wizard, welcome in. Appreciate you. Brett said he'll be fat for me. Yeah. The thing is too is I got my bowling league starting up this week, so that's like an extra night of the week that I'm gonna end up going out bowling. And I mean, let's be honest here. Can you actually go bowling and not order beers? Like, come on. So more calories that I'm gonna be consuming. So not that I wasn't walking on the treadmill already, but I'm just glad, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I've been feeling my back has been great lately. So my back and neck, just great. So bumper bowling, yeah, totally. I mean, I thought those were required for everybody. You're telling me you bowl without bumpers? Get out of here. You're just joking. Can't out doctor and supplement a bad lifestyle. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Wait, was that directed at me? Now, the way I look at the treadmill is it's free calorie burn for me, you know? I'm going to be in front of the computer anyways. Even if I only burn 50 calories every time I walk in the treadmill when I'm on the computer, add that up over the course of a year, it's the equivalent calories of if I didn't eat for like 5 days. Appreciate you. He said he Googled it and the ethereal shields don't do more smite damage. Gotcha. Okay, I misremembered then. That's I want to make sure I worded that people weren't promised. You know what I'm saying? Can you file a lawsuit about getting hurt at the gym? Not usually. You almost always have to sign waivers or whatever. I assume. Because I mean, people get hurt at the gym like all the time. There's no way you could sue the gym. Or they'd just all be out of business. I don't know. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that means, Fred. I assume you're not trying to get me to say some bad word. Magda, I don't know what that means. Ooh. Then he says, wish I could fire YouTube for lack of job performance, no notifications. No! That's alright, Cindy, you're here now. Haven't missed a whole lot, but one thing you could do, join the Discord, get those notifications turned on. This kind of shout out to anybody, not just shouting it out to Cindy here, but if you ever wonder why YouTube doesn't give you notifications when you want to hear them, you want to know when I go live, when I post a video, make sure you join my Discord and leave the notifications on for, at minimum, full notifications for my new content channel in my Discord. And you'll be notified within, usually it's within 30 seconds, usually it's like 10 seconds from when I go live. Instant notification to your phone. Sweet Bill's calling. What treadmill do I got? Actually, shout out Pro Styles. Link in the description to my treadmill, the literal exact one I have. It's from a company called Deer Run. I would recommend anybody who is getting a treadmill. There's so many different sizes and stuff, weight requirements based upon how much the treadmill costs and stuff. Make sure you look into it, do your research, whatnot. The one I have actually goes up to a weight limit of 270, I think it is. But there was ones I looked at and was like, oh, this is a pretty good deal. And then I looked, then the max weight on it would be like 140 and stuff. Or I'd look at other ones that were like a little, and then they'd be like 170. And I'm like, well, that's, you know, that's not going to work. Or only recommended for people 6 feet and under. And I'm like, oh, great. Like I'm a 6'3" Giga Chad, so how am I supposed to use these things, you know? I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, Tal's Tombs. All right. We can do that. We can do that. I'm acting like I almost didn't know that was coming up. we can test it too. I have to go first of all. I know what the sun's easy. It's straight up. Double arrows is over here. Oh, the double arrow is actually at the double arrow. That's nice. The little trick. Double arrows at the double arrow. Sun's straight up. Just the plain circle? Yeah, playing circles over here. Whoopsie. Hope to hit 98, Tiago. Congrats, hopefully you get there quick. Kile, welcome in, yo. Ooh. This is the lower level sort, question mark. Yeah. So I'm almost whoa, sorry. I'm almost 90. I'm almost level 90 now, so. Figured I'd use this for running these terror zones so I get the levels up on it either way, and the little level up quick, and the other one's high enough level to be set up for the meft handiness Marty, so oh no. Wojtek, welcome in. I was trying to remember how did you tell me how to pronounce your name again? Simpleton Phil can't remember things. Wojtek, I think is what it was. I remember all. I never forget. Nautilus said road trip from New York to LA was awesome. That's a drive right there. That's the drive right there. Wojtek. Gotcha. See, I barely forgot if it was a silent J or not. Oh, my bowling friend thing. Okay. I didn't, okay, is that Magda? Is that the name of like a bad, like the evil person in a horror movie or something? It sounds familiar, but I can't picture what it is. Any drops yet? Not quite. Steve, welcome in. Slow first 24 minutes down here in Tal's Tombs. Until this 408 enhanced damage Gothic bow. Oh. Rama Gaming, welcome in. Good afternoon to you as well. Steve-O says, make sure you guys hit the like button. Good call, Steve-O. Make sure y'all help me out, hit that like button for me. I hear, I didn't say this, but I just heard that if you don't hit the like button, you're a bum. This is what I heard. I don't know. I'm not saying it. I just heard that other people were saying it, so. Allegedly. Tuesday slaying, right? Yeah. Worked on the video a little bit earlier. Tuesday, Thursday is my normal work on video days. So I worked on a video earlier and was like, you know what? I'll stream for a little bit here too. So here we are. So right next to the circle is circle gets the square. Oh no, half moon. Oh yeah, circle half moon. Circle gets the square. Okay. Tacos and nice. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Still seeing the reactions getting hammered. You guys crushing the reactions. So I was just I shouted out that these reactions, they might like help the channel a little bit, and then instantly that's the little heart thing with it sends the 100s up and smiley faces, stuff like that. There was 20,000 reactions in the last stream. 20,000. How crazy it'd be all of a sudden it just hacked the algorithm. Crash, welcome in. John Simo, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Simo. First ever Astrian's Ward. Nice. Astrian's a pretty rare one. That's one of those funny ones that that was the first rare item I ever found. And it was in the mausoleum. Made a little clip for it and everything back in the LOD days. Whoa! Ooh, almost there. We need 400,000 more experience. I seen a grand charm over here. I'm still looking. Must be this large charm I seen out of the corner of my eye. Thought it said grand, but it did not apparently. Make sure we got some BO. One of the situations in life where you want strong BO for sure. D2. What are we looking for? Rare stuff, super rare items. Hero's Might though, the most specifically. So unique spear, not great. These into where they can go. Wait, did I put? Okay. I need more magic find as a character. I don't have enough on Nova Sorceress. See if I don't see, because the Nova Sorceress is harder to stack magic find than others. I only got like 150. Man. I don't know. I wonder if I should do something. I wonder if I threw on like a Shaco or something just to get more magic find and like get the FCR another way. If the kill speed would be roughly the same. Probably shouldn't. I know. Hey Steve, are you asking if I have a laptop or whatever? No, I have a standing desk that I use, and I just put it up and down when I want to walk on the treadmill, and I just slide the keyboard a little bit forward, a little bit backwards, whether I'm sitting down or not. Oh, little drop there. That's what this place is good for, the density, stuff like that. Popping runes out of here. That's why everyone loves it so much, I bet. DZ'd, lots of density, lots of monsters, experience, runes. Nice. What's MF? It's just under 150. Just under 150. I kind of want to get more, but it's like the standard Self-Infinity Nova Sorceress is just, I gotta stop saying it wrong, or I'm gonna confuse myself here. Yeah, Self-Infinity Nova Sorceress is just always kind of the same. Drop the skillers. I did think about that too. Just load that MFer up with MFers, right? I did think about it. Because yeah, that would be 21 times 2, 4, 6. Do the math for me. 21 times 6, which would be maybe 120. I don't remember. You figure it out. Over 100 more, we'll say. Where's this stuff? Oh. Anything hiding on me in here? No good. 126. There you go. With 6 MFs. Gotcha. I'm gonna do it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I messed everything up. I mentioned this regular save and exit. How fast you going on the treadmill? Not that fast, really. I just got it at like 2.2 or something. Just like an average, like you'd be walking anywhere. It's too hard to walk fast and talk at the same time. Just an FYI. If I go any faster than this, I like can't breathe. I'm like, yes. Should have kept track of how many I was taking here. Some of these were 6s, I see, but we'll just grab all of these, I guess, and take what we need. Yeah, I figuring that Marty too instead of the Griffins. So if I take off any of those gear pieces, I'm gonna have to pull off other things to get the FCR on there at that point. So yeah, I think you're right. We'll see what's up. We'll see how it goes. Should be fine, I think, right? Why do I have a 3 max? Oh, that one got in there on accident. $269. Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling it. Let's go straight to the triangle, huh? Maybe I should put energy shield on, huh? Yeah, I mean, feels about the same, I guess. That was just one pack, but they're a higher life pack too, so obviously it's going to be a little bit slower, but Grand Charm. Actually, that is going to kind of hurt the survivability a little bit too, actually, now I think about it. Your energy shield will drop down, losing those skills. Like 5%. YOLO. Sacrifices had to be made. That is some stash, GG. Oh, that extra page of runes that I need to cube up because they're just a waste. Yeah, those aren't even runes I'm keeping either. Those are just runes I'm getting rid of. Well, except for the jaw, if there's a jaw there or something that I was going to change over. I forget if I moved it or not. War staff. Finding rune word bases. Come on, do it. Nope, nothing on there. Simple starter gear, but I can farm all the terror zones. I mean, Hammerden, I guess. A lot of them can do terror zones on like P1 and stuff, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Like if you don't have great gear, you're usually not going to be able to do all the best builds in the game. Or all the best areas in the game, like on Players 8. And, I mean, personally, I wouldn't want the game to be that way. Shale rune. A lot of ohms. Yeah, that's like... On that stash page, too, that's... I have a mule that has like 5 or 6 ohms on it, and I already did a video where I cubed up the extra runes I had that I didn't want, and there was probably like 5 or 6 ohms that I already cubed together to get up to higher runes anyways too, so how many kilometers am I doing? What the heck is a kilometer? Is that like a parsec? Is that like a fabricated like space measurement or something? I'm joking around. But yeah, I don't really know what that is though. I don't know how much we do. We have freedom units here in the United States, so I usually just go by time. I usually try not to do more than 2 hours, because after what I tend to find is after 2 hours my like knees and my hips start hurting, because I actually walk strangely when I'm on the treadmill. I try to concentrate and not walk wrong, but it's hard to like play the game and read chat and watch, you know, the stuff dropping and also think about how I'm walking. So yeah, I'm probably walking about 5 blue whales, to be honest. Or 147 blue whales of distance is probably what we're... Steve says he does miles in the UK. You're 1 in a million right there, huh? Yeah, Steve laughed at the parsecs. I had to think, because, yeah. Did you know that's a plot hole in Star Wars? Because they use it for both a measure of distance, and they use it, but a parsec is actually a measurement of time or something. I forget what the story is. I'd have to look it up again. Oh yeah, at one point of the movie they use parsecs as a measure of how far something is away, and in another part they said they completed the Cavalian run in under 2 parsecs or something like that, like it was like a measure of time. Yeah. And yeah, I just made up that word, but it was something like that. Steve says a kilometer is a non-fantasy measurement of units. Yeah, you can't prove that. I'm just joking around. Yeah, Tomac. Yeah. Was that what the Google machine said or whatever? But yeah, in Star Wars, they use it for both measurements. Ridiculous, am I right? Ridiculous. The Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs. There you go. Now that you said it, obviously that's a name I'll never remember, the Kessel Run. But now that you say it, I remember it perfectly. Jeez, I thought that was a good movie till I learned that. Ah, too many things to identify. Oh, come on. Sure. J-Rock. Likely story. The shorter the run. So, like the shorter the run, because the black hole bent space-time, if you got there in a shorter amount of distance, that means you got closer to the black hole or something. Come on. There's no way. They were thinking that deep when they were writing the movie or the book or whatever. I don't know which one, if that actually came from the book or not, but maybe. Zipco, welcome in. Yo. Ivanov, welcome into the stream. 1.21 gigawatts. That's a real thing, though. How far is that in burger patties? Yeah, really, if you tell me something and you want the measurement of distance, if you measure it in anything besides bald eagle wingspans, I'm not going to understand what you're talking about. So Birdo! Yeah, I got you, J-Rock. Says it was something dangerous. He didn't studied Star Wars. No, I know. I'm just joking around, being ridiculous. Per usual. Did I get the whole area? I think so, huh? Double check real quick. Yeah, I got all this stuff. Get in the hole. Jeez. Ridiculous. Let me drink this coffee. Thomas says bacon is good. True story. Battlefield Infinity, meta now, Murphy, man. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Because Infinity has like a ton of minus res on it. It's 50, whatever, 4. Nailed it. Also, then you got the insight for your energy shield over here. Mana shield. Also, the insight works as a synergy for the prayer or causing your health on the other side. See how it doesn't go down even though I'm poisoned? Nastiness all around. Some great XP. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. What am I at, 90 right now? So it's going. It's going. I need to remember to unload this inventory in the cube. Wicked Ball, welcome in. Mystic Grand Charm, not possible. It's blood, I would never. Yeah, at this point it'd be too hard for me to find, I think, so we'll just cancel it. That 45 life skiller is just gonna have to poof into oblivion when I save and exit. Oop, who's Vex teleported on me? Alright, let's head back to town real quick, get rid of these gems and stuff, open up the cube. What am I doing? 269 Kush. We just I just adjusted my inventory to get all these charms in here, so I know it exactly, actually. Gull Rune, we'll put it in the Gull Rune pile. Charm, or a jewel pile. Boop, 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 boop. Bunch of Waterboy jokes coming in, I see, huh? Good old Waterboy. Favorite 85 area? I'd say probably the pits. Just so easy for being an 85 area. What have I been walking for here? 2.4. Oh, I thought it was 2.2. 2.4 miles an hour. Nothing fast. 43 minutes. A little more time here. Oh, my legs. Hopefully I don't I'm trying to hoping to get some blood flow in the legs too. Hopefully they heal up faster, because I forgot I have bowling this week on Wednesday, and I need my legs to not be super sore by then. Which I just did legs yesterday. Squats and all that good stuff, so they're going to be ripping. Oh, hold up. Let's see, Sean Brown, MF. Let's see, something about giving MF to the Merc. So MF on the Merc, it's not pointless, but like, the MF only applies if the mercenary is the one that literally kills the monster. I don't know necessarily which video we were talking about or what I was trying to explain. I think maybe it was like the most MF possible video or something. It would be my guess, because I can't think of another time I'd ever talk about that. But yeah, the MF on the mercenary only applies for the monsters that the mercenary physically kills himself. Ice bath. Oh, hard pass on that one. Nope, I'd rather be sore. It's wild when people, well, not that you're necessarily doing this, but like the cure is worse than the condition, you know? That sounds terrible, I'm gonna be honest. George. Yeah, it's terrible. I'd rather just bowl with slightly sore legs. Oxblood, I appreciate you. Kind of you over there. And let's jump over here. You're 41. I have no idea what's coming. Well, I mean, I'm 38, so it's right there. We'll see. The main thing is I need to make sure I don't get hurt again. Because if I can work out, it takes a while. It takes probably like minimum of 4 weeks, but the last time it took like 6 weeks of me working out like at least 4 days a week, 5 or 6 sometimes, before my body wouldn't be like crazy sore the next day from lifting. But the problem is that every few months I hurt my back or my neck or something. It seems I like have a drastic yawning accident or something, and all of a sudden I can't work out for a while. True story, by the way. A few months ago I yawned, and it literally put me down for the count for like 3 months because of my neck. But yeah. Cantor, little Trang's head right there. We'll come back for Duria. We'll come back for him. Yawns are overrated anyways. Yeah, anytime a yawn's coming, I like gotta be careful about it. Gotta be careful about it. Glenn says just do lightweight. It's not worth doing the heavy stuff anymore. Yeah, he ain't wrong. I'm pretty much on that. You know, I don't ever try to push to, you know, set a new PR or anything. Try a new max lift. Heck no on that one. But I mean, I want to feel like I'm doing something, you know. I'm not putting like 135 on the bar, bench pressing, and just like, oh, okay, I'll just do this a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's wait 60 seconds, do another set like I'm not even trying, you know? Really, the thing is now, too, I never get hurt in the gym. It's always something else. One time was bowling. Well, actually, I'd hurt my back riding my bike, actually. Imagine that, huh? And then I thought it was good enough, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't go bowling yet. But then the family was all going bowling. I was like, all right, I'll go. And then I hurt my back again. And then, you know, it's always something stupid. Always something stupid. Goal is always to try to be able to train the next week. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't go too crazy with it, but I got to at least do a little bit. Got to go a little bit hard. Does killing Duriel hold any merit? Well, he's an act boss, so I mean, it's just because once you come down here, the only reason I said save him for last is just because I'd have to run away, and he can drop good stuff. I forget, I don't know his odds and stuff because he drops so many town portals, but you know, he'll drop 6 items, you know, so yeah, I was just gonna do him, then save and exit, call it a day. Chad, appreciate ya. Yeah. Hershider says use an 8-pound bowling ball. Good. Good. Just wing it. Just throw it overhand. The lowest armor to get 3 sockets? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. I've never thought about it or never been asked it, Fuchis. So, sorry, I can't help you. Hershiser rice bucket thing. I guess I had heard of that. I don't really fully remember what it was though. Like you just like stick your hand in rice and move it around, or like squeeze it or something. I guess I've heard of it though. You know what? I don't want to go too far today. I think I'm gonna call it a day on the treadmill. I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat here. So just give me like 60 seconds while I'm moving this around. Put the desk down, move the treadmill out of the way. Holy moly, my legs are sore. Trying to bend down to pick this up is crazy. Ooh. Still have to get those new wheels for my chair, so my chair will be calling up for me. Oh, my legs, my legs. On down, desk. That's not too bad. You can flip it out. Desk is all the way down to the bottom. Ready to rock. Got to plug my phone in, no big deal. Ready to go. See, that's not too bad. Oh, my armrest moved out of the way. Murphy says still likes to push it hard. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, for sure. 8 to 12 range. It's usually what I go for, but I'm right there, I guess. But I probably do 8. I do like 5 to 8, but I could probably, if I was pushing harder, do 8 to 12. But that's where I kind of like go a little bit easier. Just don't want to go too crazy on it. Because yeah, I'd rather do 6 of an exercise twice, 2 weeks in a row, and continue doing it for weeks after that, than to do it 12 times and then be like, okay, I just destroyed my neck. Or my lower back, I just ruptured the disc again or something, you know? What, Nick? I'm on the wheelchair. on the treadmill, but in a wheelchair. No. I picked the wheel or the treadmill. I just unplug it and it's got 2 wheels on it, like a I don't know what you even call it. Something that has 2 wheels on it, and you just kind of roll. I just rolled it out of the way, moved the chair over, bing bang boom. Caro. No, I'm not gonna stop playing this game when I find Tyrell's Might. You never stop playing Diablo 2. Never. Worm hide. My favorite base. Do it. Oh well. Yeah. 84 strength, 12 superior. That's not a bad one. Plus, such a cute base too. Am I right? Maybe not the way everyone used to describe it. That's a nice base. Imagine Phil 75 still searching for Tyrell's Might, right? Yeah, I got Llama rated my Twitch the other day, and I was like, dude. I've been searching for this Tyrell's Might, and a lot of people don't know this. This is probably new news to a lot of other people too. Check this. The last time I found a Grail item, it was, I looked up and I accidentally found the clip a few days ago or a week ago or whatever. It was November of 2023. So that's when I found my second to last Grail item, and it's been 1.5 years that I haven't found Tyrell's Might. True story. He just said gross. So, gross. Which is true. George says a 2-wheel unicycle. Interesting idea. Michael says next Terror Zone Ares Plateau. That must be online, you say, huh? I think on single player. I don't remember what it was on offline. Oh, it's Tristram for single player. But yeah, I'm not online personally. Yeah, it's only Thomas Fitz. It's only Tyrell's Might. Yep. For the last 1.5 years, I've only needed to find Tyrell's Might. Of course, finding anything is hype, but any good thing is hype, no matter what. But can I check your previous massage? You want me to check your massage? Ivanova? Wait. Ivanov? Yeah, I don't know how far up it was or whatever. I appreciate the enthusiasm. A lot of comments flying in though, so I try my best to read as many comments as I can, but yeah, can't catch them all, unfortunately. Do forgive me. Nicola still missing that T-mite. Yeah, it's a pretty common one for people to be missing or whatever. So it just is what it is, right? Tabar, no. Woo! Woo! Close one. Yeah, it's all good, Sean, and anyone else. Yeah, that guy was he was probably one of those. There's a few troll people that I have that always troll, that just troll all the time, and I just don't read their comments. Like, they just keep typing it in, and I just don't respond to it. So appreciate oh, little 7 MF right there. Ooh. Legendary. Just legendary. Nothing a little timeout won't hurt. Or won't help. Funny, there's all these buttons on YouTube where you can just block people and stuff. Crazy how they give those to the streamers so that certain people can just take a little chill pill. Come on, spine spawn, do it. Kuma said 30% complete. Haven't kept track. 30%. I feel like, yeah, the first 30% kind of goes a little bit on the fast side. Like, usually you start hitting Meth Andy or something, and you kind of knock that out kind of quick. Depends what character you start with, though, I suppose. Some are harder than others to knock out the first few, but then you can kind of get cruising later once you get the better gear. Hammerton comes to mind, or Bow. Or maybe like Mosaic could take a minute to get off the ground. Then once you do, the game's just over. The Magic Find Easter egg thing? No, I have not. It doesn't really seem... Nah, I'm picking that. It doesn't really seem like something that would really benefit you all that much. Because it only lasts for one game. So yeah, you can go farm a bunch of areas, or you could do it before a large area, like even this, perhaps, I suppose. It could be a use for it, I guess, since you only do, the area's so big here, you probably only do like 3 runs an hour or something, right? If you're solo in P8 like this. So maybe it could be useful for this, but... Actually, Talrash's Tombs is probably the only instance that I could think of offhand that it would be worth doing, really. Just the time to get the souls together and to do that, like, you would never want to do that infinite Magic Find Easter egg thing doing like pit runs or something, right? Like, you'd spend more time luring them together than you would be doing the run, right? And anything over, like, really, if you have like 350 Magic Find anyways, you're gonna be fine. Like, you don't need infinite Magic Find, right? So, but no, I have not utilized that. Well, two Sork, 20 energy, 1 energy shield, meteor. So it's like a 5. Oh, that's Fire Mastery meteor. Oh, Fire Master meteor. Okay. Boy, rare stuff is so hard. Ivanov, so hard to rate. I'm not really an expert on it. That's pretty good though. It's probably at least as good as like anything I've ever found, to be honest. Well, actually, probably better with the 2 sockets. I kind of forgot that you found it with 2 sockets in it. All I can say is it's like for a rare one like that, it's like pretty good. But yeah, I can't give you a definitive, oh yeah, it's worth this much or anything like that. So Roasted Raccoon, welcome in. Let's head down this way. Zack Attack said he was looking for his how much magic find he had on his Amazon, and he realized he couldn't find it because he didn't have any. Yeah, Amazons be like that, right? Amazons are goated for like farming cows anyways, which would be high runes and bases, which you don't need magic find for anyways. So it depends what you're doing. If you're one of those Zons out there trying to get rune word bases to trade online or something, you might not even want or need any magic find, so maybe you could be all set. How many unique sacred armors have I found? I believe I'm at 8. So statistically, the next unique sacred armor I find should be Tyrell's Might, because I think it's 1 out of 9 is Tyrell's Might. But that's of course odds and averages, so realistically I could be that guy that finds 25 before one is, you know, to kind of even it out for all those people that find all those people that anger me so much. 41 life when they find Tyrell's Might on accident, like on their first playthrough of the game ever or something, right? Is a 5-socket crystal sword worth anything? I mean, if you find someone that really wants, you know, that for their call to arms base, maybe, but it's not going to be a lot. I need to go drop that off. A couple NATOs. Andre. No, this is not Frost Nova. This is just regular Nova. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, worst case scenario, if I don't find Tyrell's Might for a long time, just means I'm blasting, magic finding even more. Could be worse. Did over here already. Next over square, right? Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you running? Kuma. Yeah, I kind of just ignore it, but yeah, that comment was too funny for me to not laugh at. Haze, man, what is going on? Welcome in. Try asking Tyrell nicely for the Tyrell's Might. Why didn't I think of that before? %60 of the time it works every time. Oh yeah. Maybe I should go drop this off sometime, huh? Sounds like a lot of work. Exactly, Raccoon, exactly. So you know what's up. Wow, I'm almost 2/3 of the way to another level here, huh? How about that? They're flying in. I'm about to catch up to that 99 Sork here in no time. This little undermoon or whatever? Yeah, undermoon. Crescent. What'll happen first? Grand Theft Auto 8 or GTA 6 or Tyrell's Might? Oh, definitely Tyrell's Might. GTA 6 ain't happening. That's a myth. Sean said he likes that quiz thing with Llama. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, like doing the little collab thing with everybody. It's I'm not very good at it though. Not very good at it. But that's all right. I do wish I was better, but what you gonna do, huh?
Impossible.
27 attack rating. Ooh. What? I keep getting overzealous and teleporting way too far. Marty, that's the fakest thing I've ever seen anybody say. Mustang says, given a like from work. Yo, Mustang, welcome in. Forget those guys. Move on down to the circle. $900 shouts. The SpongeBob taunt font. I guess I didn't even really know what that was from. I see people do it. I didn't know that was from SpongeBob. SpongeBob is funny. It's like a kid's cartoon, but it's an adult cartoon. Whoa. This is an area. Haze Man says, do you feel like you find more if you kill all the monsters or not just the boss groups? Sort of. Yes. So yeah, it kind of depends. Let me jump back to town real quick. Because like someone said there, I do want to find the Tyrell's Might and stuff, but in the terror zones, if you're high enough level, anything can drop it. So if you're running terror zones, you probably most of the time want to be killing like everything around most of the time. Of course, it's going to depend what your build is. Not everybody can just infinitely free respec, so they just do that, you know, but... Whoops. But yeah, you kill all the monsters, get as much experience as possible in the Terror Zone. Get rune word bases, get high runes. You'll get more high runes and stuff like that from killing everything. Large density. Take it, school is out. No, daughter's in school right now. I have to go pick her up in a couple hours here. Woo! Wow, I was hit recovery locked up in there. I wonder what my hit recovery is even at. Not very much though. I like could not get out of that pack of gore bellies. Oh, you guys are talking about somebody trolling, I'm guessing. I didn't catch the context of the comments sometimes. Yeah, if I had to guess, probably Pornhub probably went down, so now he's bored. Yeah, this is P7, Michael. Yeah. P7. Impossible. Playing this makes you feel bad playing your budget Blizzard Sorceress? No. It's all about the progression is a fun part of the game too. That's just like, no, Phil, that what you just said, that's false. I can prove it. No, Dural, I was not looking for bail. 2 town portals and a key. Alright, let's chug some water. I gotta stay hydrated today. Skooma, you say you heard back in the day you could only find Tyraels if you found the other Sacred Armor Templars in the same game? No, that's definitely not true. It's probably so uncommon for people to find both in the same game. Like, that's almost impossible. But the thing is, like, the way uniques work, what they were probably describing is that, let's say in a game you found Templar's Might, you could not find Templar's Might again. So the way it'll work is if you find if the game rolls for it to be a unique Sacred Armor, it can't pick Templars for it to be because you had already found that, so it would automatically be Tyraels. But just the odds of that happening, even just it rolling to get 2 unique Sacred Armors, like if you went and did a full game clear after you found Templars, the odds of you getting another unique Sacred Armor is so small. So small. Snow Pro, what's going on? Yeah, Skooma. Good old Skooma. Turn that fan off. I'm not walking on the treadmill no more, so I'm getting cold. Cold Phil. Alright, I guess I should probably get going because I only got 5 minutes till it's going over to be easy tryst here in a second, so... Yeah, so for the uniques, I think the way it works it rolls kind of deciding like if it's going to be what type of item it's going to be, like a piece of gear, like keys, potion, gold and stuff, and then it uses your magic find. If it chooses item like a piece of gear, weapon or armor, it chooses, okay, now we're going to apply the magic find and do that calculation. Is it going to be white, socketed, set, unique? And then sometimes there can be more than one unique. So I think then it chooses, okay, which unique is it going to be? And then it does that part of the calculation. I think that's how, if there's more than one unique for one item, I think that's when it chooses it. Tourbillon complication. I have no, Snowpro, I have no idea what that means. That must be some wristwatch lingo that poor people like Sweet Phil could not possibly know about. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Had to sneeze there. My God, here in Michigan, it is so freaking humid. I went to sweep the floor earlier, and I got like a dust mop or whatever. And it literally was like sticking to the floor. It's so humid in Michigan right now. Neck check. Yeah, I survived, everybody. Sweet Pill survived the insane sneeze of May 2025.
I can.
Gosh, I gotta get rid of this one armor I keep forgetting to take back to the stash. So Thomas, this is with all uniques. Set items, you can find the same set item like 7 times in a game. Like, I've actually killed Mephisto and found the same set, that one green Cuirass or whatever it's called. Cuirass, I think. I got 3 of those off of the same Mephisto kill before. So, yeah, set items you can find multiple in the same game, but uniques in the same game before you save and exit, you can only find 1. So I've heard of some people. I've never heard anyone successfully doing this, but I've heard of people saying they've done it, to where they'll farm for Nightmare Andy and Nightmare for an SOJ, and Nightmare Andy will drop the Nagel and the, oh boy, it slipped my mind, but the other one. And Nightmare, I think in the Nightmare there you could only find the 3 rings, SOJ, Nagel, and I can't think of what the other one is. I don't think it's Dwarf Star. I can't remember, but so then they go clear the rest of the Manald. Snowpro knows. Genius right there, Snowpro. Genius. Manald, yes. So they go clear the rest of the game hoping an SOJ drops. So I've never heard anyone successfully doing that, but a lot of people, you know, people say that half joking, I'm guessing. Three in one, no way, right? Yeah, I actually wasn't that hype about finding 3 of those Cuirass all at the same time. It's interesting, but it's not particularly useful. All right, let's go. Can I make it there before the time runs out? I guess all I have to do is spawn him, right? Because once he spawns terrorized, he's terrorized, so. Ooh. Falchion. Falchion? Falchion? Gleam Scythe, Falchion. 3 to light radius. Let's go! Crazy, the fixed maps on single player. Nope, on single player it stays the same until you change difficulty. So if I wanted a different map online here, I could go back to Nightmare and then come back to Hell difficulty, and then I would have that map for until I went to a different difficulty. Seems as though I forgot to I never got Kane on this character, so why don't we do that? I can't get to Tristram. It's closed. All right, where's my waypoint? Don't be far away, please. Are you gonna give me the waypoint or? Wait, was it right there? It was right there. All right, Treehead, where you at, buddy? Oh wait, do I have to go talk to a car first before I do this, or is it gonna glitch the game? Yeah, we'll find out. Treehead, where are you? What? Oh, I went right by him, bro. Easily missed, huh?
Impossible.
Yeah, forget it, he's not gonna be good. I don't have enough room with this armor.
Aura of magic about him.
Gosh dang it. I just put it in the stash before you forget for the 1000th time. Your kind of cool base or whatever.
I am overburdened.
Raccoon, talking about that unique I identified a minute ago. He's amazed by my spot-on pronunciation. Yeah. That's how I roll. Peace out, damn. Hopefully have a good rest of your day. Aw, man, this is like one eternity away. It's literally the farthest you can possibly get from the waypoint. Oh, well. Oh, where did he go? I'll get him next run, I guess. I didn't notice the Merc was gone. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, huh? Holy moly. Trist is actually impossible, apparently. Help! I guess I'll rescue him while I'm here.
Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
Sunday, you know it's going to be great, right? 11. 10's the max, right? So it's not quite perfect. I have perfect ones already, so. Hard pass on Griswold. It's like a one eternity kill speed right there. And he drops nothing ever. I think he literally has a 0% drop rate for all items in the game. I guess he's glitched and oh, I thought he was stuck there for a second. We'll take him out. Nova's not the best on bosses with a lot of health, but that's what you get every time. That's what you get for your time used. He's still in the tombs fighting? Yeah, we left him, but he was still, his battle is still being fought. All right, let's go, Laharis. Yeah, I never even noticed he died. You know, I just wasn't paying attention. Wasn't paying attention. Wait, none of those work? Come on. Okay, thank you. Wait, where? Whoa, whoa. I was trying to get away with reading chat while I was teleporting. Thanks a lot, chat. Maybe with the mercenaries' help, maybe we'll take him out just to... Even though he never drops anything. Literally never. How long am I streaming today? Till at least 3 here, so another hour. I might just go to 3. Maybe I'll go to 3:30. Depends. I think it was like a garbage terror zone at 3, so I might not. Like, I don't remember what it was. Crystalline Passage or something stupid. Grizz drop Tyrael's Might. Ooh, that'd be crazy. Raphael, welcome in. G-Stacks going to town on a sausage egg muffin. Legendary. Does sound pretty good. Should have been bacon though. Okay, no monsters in this game, no big deal. Who always moves Tristram Portal? I can't tell if that's a question or a statement of some kind, Manfredi. And also if it's, I'm not sure what you mean by it. Just bought some beef bacon. Beef bacon. Is that a real thing? It's like turkey bacon, but beef bacon? Never heard of that one before. XP shrine almost every time, Hershiser says, from running TZ this the other day. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess I'm teleporting long enough. I should be looking for one too along the way. Wonder if I go the other way if there's one. Apparently there's just no shrines. I guess there's one right here, but actually there's 2 along over there, huh? Maybe we'll have to check that next time.
I'm overburdened.
Ralrune. Something to pick up anyways. Guess I'll have to check that mosaic base, huh? You guys would be mad if I didn't.
I can't carry anymore.
Ooh, Nate said he complained enough that D2 finally gave him an Arachnid's Mesh. Nice. You know what they say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I kind of almost wish it wasn't true, but that's the way the world works. Maybe not so much for D2 RNG, but no more monsters, bro. I feel like these are all half density. Steve-O says he knows Griswold went through so much already, he saves him from his own misery. Talking about Diablo 1, I'm guessing. Wait, did I go past? Oh, there's 2 right there, so maybe I'll just come around this way and see if I get lucky. Probably not, though. Wreck you from across the screen. He's cursed. I don't know. Is he? He's probably always cursed, I think, actually. Cursed extra strong. He's always undead. I don't know. Spectral hit, I guess not. Sean says Wart should be a mini boss. You got to take him out to get the leg. Nice. Sal says, what MF is a good spot? It's going to be build dependent, and when you say you don't find anything, it's going to depend on what you want to find, right? So really, if you want to find unique items, I mean, anything, the first 100 is going to be like, you really kind of want to try to get that if you're hunting uniques for sure. You never really want to have a build under 100 magic find for hunting uniques of any kind. But if you have like an end game build, most times you should be able to get like at least like around 250. There is no quote unquote this is the optimal number, but for most builds, like 250 is a good number to get to. Some builds can get to 300, 350 easily while still killing stuff, having great kill speed and survivability. So but yeah, like Lightning Fury Javazon that runs in cows, you're gonna have like no magic find. So but I would say any of the Blizzard Sorceress, Hammered In, Foe Pally, a lot of stuff like that, even like a Wind Druids and Necromancers, usually 200, 250 is a good number to like kind of aim for, I guess, but don't fret if you get a little bit under that. Skooma, you know what? I'll count that. Cheesy jalapeno bread. We'll count it. We will count it. Hybrid Nova Hydra. Hybrid. You only use Nova. If you're doing a playthrough in the game, yeah, I guess I don't blame you. Dual specking, at least having a few points into Hydra for certain instances, like the most noteworthy being like hell difficulty. What are those three dudes called? Ancients. Jeez, couldn't even remember what the ancients were called. But you can kind of like dual, you can, so it's okay, it's good. I've actually never done a full playthrough as Nova / Hydra though, so I have tried it like when I was higher level to go farm a few different places, try it out, but I've never rocked a playthrough dual specking as those. But most of the time people would go Blizzard on a playthrough and then have something like Hydra or Firewall as like a small secondary just for the random small areas that you might need to take out a monster that's immune to what you are, such as the Ancients, you know, or Dissace or something like that, and Hell Chaos or something like that. But yeah, I would say if you want to do it the easiest way, Blizzard is probably the easiest playthrough. With something like Hydra or Blizzard, or Hydra or Firewall as like a small secondary damage with just a few points into it, kind of thing. Fishaholic, a big fan of Hydra on the playthrough, he says. So there you go. There's another person's opinion. Trang's gloves. Neato. Looks like we're gonna get another level here. Sean says he's a big fan of Hydra Orb. So yeah, Hydra Orb's pretty cool. Blizzard's just so much damage though. So much damage. Then it's one of those situations where you use Blizzard 99.9% of the time, but then like, you know, one of the Ancients will be immune to cold, so then when you take out the other two and then you just drop some Hydras on the other one or something like that, or Dissace, maybe similar situation. He might be immune to cold or something, and yeah. I seen an answer, but I didn't see the question. Now he was saying that it spawns more champions sometimes, not always. Did someone ask why I always go the same way there coming into Tristram, I'm guessing? I decided to take Grizz out this time. One eternity later type situation. Oh, jeez, great. Last wish on a summon Necro. I don't know what you mean by that, Skooma. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, from what I had heard, and this was a long time ago, the way that I usually go around here, and I don't stick to it super strictly, I guess. But if you go, yeah, like if you go around to the upper fence side, if you go around up this way, it'll sometimes spawn more champions or whatever. That was like right when Terror Zones came out, I had heard that, so. And I don't know, I guess I never really looked into it any further than that. Somebody just said it, another content creator, and I was like, okay. Lightning enchant, bro. Yeah, we'll take him out again. Griswold Tyrrell's Might would be goated. 6 socket at Thundermaul 5ED, Water says. Alright, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Ooh, got an Ogre Maul at least. Oh. Next time. See, now you say I need to come back down. I don't know, that doesn't explain very too much, but what I'm doing is exactly what I had heard. I don't know. It's not the hugest deal, I guess. But to loop around in that S pattern is what I had heard back in the day. Was a long time ago though, so maybe they min-maxed Tristram running in that time. I don't know. Don't know for sure. Saying backtrack. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's backtracking. Not a big fan.
I can't carry anymore.
War Sky. Yeah, I don't, maybe it'd be one of those things I look into, but I feel like I don't run Terrorize Trist enough to really worry about it. It's way too much work for me. The Mark K. He said he's a 105 Sork, and this looks faster than his. Yeah, I'm just chilling at the 105 as well, so maybe I have a higher frame rate than you or something. If that makes any sense, probably not, but. Yeah, Biv, nobody was crying about it. I asked him what he was referring to. No big deal. But yeah, that's kind of what I had heard back in the day was from Macro. I could just be remembering wrong too. Never know. Never know. Yeah, that was so long ago that like people didn't even know what terror zones were going to be the best. And at the time, people were, oh, Tristram's going to be sick because it's right there. You know exactly where it is all the time. Like, now people are like, Tristram, oh, I don't even run that anymore. Why would you even waste your time there? Not that everybody, but. Can a magic Ogrimal be GG? Well, that's all in the eye of the beholder. Blacks? That's in the eye of the beholder. So, it would never be valuable online to trade if that's what you're asking. Boy, if that could be, oh my gosh, if I could make a nasty Hydra obsession, that was 3/3/3 instead of 1/1/1. Oh my gosh. I'm half kidding. I feel like Hydra Sark is not one you could waste in making an obsession for. Ooh, we got the force up here. That's what I'm talking about. And you get the champ pack here. Dex strength. That's interesting. What other affixes for stealth again? I don't even remember. I already forgot what they were now. I know that it's 25, 25, 25, but I know that the things that actually matter, I know what those are. But yeah, I rarely take the time. He's making a joke about the llama trivia from the other day, the D2 trivia from llama that I was on. No, the one that was super bad was, what are the varying rolls on fortitude? Which I should have at least remembered the 25 to 30 res, but I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I don't know this, forget about it. And I didn't even think about it. You know, I was like, jeez. So I kind of screwed myself on that one. I should have known that at least the res on it. That was just tough questions, you know. What was the other? There was one that was like, what items have venom charges on it or something? What rune words have venom charges on it? I'm like, I don't freaking know. Of course, half of us weren't even listening. Like the question before, he was talking about something else and he said that treachery has venom charges on it or something like that. I think I need to stick closer to that wall. I think I messed it up. No big deal. But yeah, D2 trivia, not my strong suit. That's true statement there. I'm just inherently very bad at memorizing things that I don't need to know and that I don't care about at all. You know? Heavy boots. If you were like super early on in normal difficulty, get that walk run. Ooh. Matthew, he knows his stuff, no doubt about it. He knows quite a bit about the game of Diablo 2. True story. 40, 30. Let's see. Doug says, can we get that 40 IS, 350 ED, Ath Repair, 2 open socket, Ogriax, please? I don't even. Which one do you think I would want more? I don't even know the answer to this either. Which one should I want to get? An Ogre Axe or an Ogre Maul? I don't know. I don't know the damage differences. I don't know the attack speed differences. All I know is they're both awesome because they say Ogre in it. No, you know, I'm not gonna try whatever, because I can't fully understand what you're saying in the text, and I don't want to spend the next 5 to 10 minutes reading messages trying to figure out exactly what the route is supposed to be. So it's really not that big a deal. Get a poll going. I'm not like mad at you or anything, but that's my honest take. Tippin says bludgeon over chopping. Kind of what I was thinking too. Kind of what I was thinking too. Oh wait, I don't even want to take these guys out. I got too distracted. We did get another level. Did I not? Oh yeah. Where's that at? Where's it at? 16? Yeah, Fishaholic, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I make videos to remind myself. Yeah, that way I have to repeat the same information multiple times so I won't forget it. And then if a long enough time goes by, I still forget it anyways. I have to go back and watch my own videos again. G-Stacks wants that huge stump that the Udars are using, right? With all the crushing blow. Could get a pull going. Jake said it made him super sad when he realized that Griswold was a zombie in D2. Womp womp. Poor guy. Poor Grizz. He was just a armor vendor and now he's a zombie. DMC asked, anyone run a Faith Merc? I've heard people talk about him. I've just, you know, it's hard to get away from the Act 2 Mercenary. All the different auras. The insights, the prayers, or the cold aura, the, you know. Oh, G-Stack says that, I guess I never looked that closely. Or maybe I did one time, and now I think about it, the other day. That the mall that the Ogres have, the Udars, I mean, the bunch of human bodies tied together. Because I never noticed that. Or like I said, I kind of vaguely remember noticing it, but I, like, didn't remember now. It's a cool, like, gold, blue. It's got the 2 sockets. It's crazy how uncommon it is just to get even the 2 sockets on there. Let alone these crazy rolls that people get on their rare things. Just crazy. I guess I got that champion that was there. I couldn't really find it. Bringing the Anvil of Fury to Griswold in D1 makes the Griswold edge. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I played D1 not that long ago, so I sort of remember. Sounds familiar. I only played through it a couple times, so. Oxblood said, wishes he'd buff the other mercenaries. They did give them, most of them buffs already. But yeah, it's tough to get past the inherent auras that come on the Act 2 mercenary. There probably is a little bit they could do there, but just in general, I'm just like anti-change guy, just because I'm worried that, you know, they're going to add more Mosaic-esque things in the game that are just like busted. Skooma said he wastes his imbue quest on Wirt's leg. Everybody's done that once or twice, but you always do, huh? How about that? How about that? Raphael said he would smoke a trivia if it was on Diablo lore. Ooh boy, I would get absolutely smoked on that. I don't know nothing. Just nothing. Gold wrap, yo! Legendary. Unique amulets don't have different roles, right? I mean, like Mara's can be different on the res, like, and there's a lot of different. I'm not sure. Yes, yeah, unique amulets. There's some of them that can have different roles on them, and they can be different unique items or whatever. I guess, if that's what you're saying or whatever. Forget that guy. Whoa!
Thanks.
Cursed Grizzy getting after it over here. My God. Oh my God. Yeah, Metal Grid's got differing roles on it. A lot of them do. A lot of them do, yeah. Most powerful merc from each act. Matching character for each one. Maybe. Might not be a terrible idea. Best uses for the... Or maybe like, best uses for the non-Act 2 mercenaries or something. Yeah, that's one of those ones I'd have to like kind of research, because honestly, like I said, I never used those other mercenaries. So I use the Act 5 mercenary on a bow pally, but it's more or less just to use something different, just because, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really need to. And yeah, probably like the cold mercenary or something with like infinity would probably be better, but you know, just to be different. All right, we'll try to get him. We'll try to get him this time. Raphael says a lot of Act 1 Merc C plays a lot of melee builds. Yeah, like I said, that might have been you. There was a few different people I guess I've seen. Some people just love those melee builds. I'm the exact opposite. Less of a fan of melee stuff, so. Don't forget anyone in here, if you did see the poll, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, huh? You guys hit that like button for me. We got 163 likes on YouTube. We can pump that number up, fellas. Give healing pots to your mercenary on PS5. So I don't play console at all. I'm sure you can, though. Whoa, I forgot to put my energy shield up. I was thinking too hard. Thinking too hard. Also, those monsters I probably shouldn't be wasting my time on anyways. Anyone offhand know on PS5 if there's a quick potion thing to... Oh, I should not have went that. Oh well. Quick way to give like a direct, kind of on a computer, I can hold shift and hit the number and it goes straight to the mercenary. Is there a way like that on PS5?
I am overburdened.
What's the worst terror zone? Boy. Probably, in my opinion, Swampy Pits, or like those stinking red portals in Act 5 or something. There's some bad ones. Any of the ones that have souls, the Flayer Dungeon, maybe? You get souls and dolls at the same time. Just gross. Den of Evil Bloodmore pretty bad. The only thing about those is I don't do the Den of Evil really, because there's only the one champion in there. But the Bloodmore, that is a very frequent place where I get my first Sunder Charm in unladdered. R2 plus directional pad, says DMC. Oh, then he corrected it. So L2 and the directional pad for selecting the potion, I'm guessing. Exo. Hopefully that helps you. Great Marsh, yeah, I would skip Great Marsh. All the Terrorized Souls is just nightmares right there. How many Teros did I find today? Only a couple dozen, so only a couple dozen. Don't have to worry about my stamina anymore. Exciting. Let's see. Watching speedruns blows my mind, says Skooma. Complete Act 1 in the time that you clear the 10. Sometimes, yeah. Speedrun is impressive. Impressive. Forget him. One attack rating, legendary. 99 dust, yo! Vivi said, not a fan of Ancient's Way. Yeah, that's another one I wouldn't do, I guess, too, yeah. For sure. I tried doing those red portals before, but they're just too... all the succubi that are in there and stuff, and, man, it's just an annoying... And also, it just seemed like there was no champs in there, like... Just didn't seem good. That was an area where it was a new 85 area or whatever when D2R came out, and I was like, I'm gonna run 20 hours of these red portals. And I ran it for like 15 hours of like what I was gonna run it. And my drops were like chance guards and like a curses skiller, and that was like it. And I was like, I can't even do a video with this. Like, I just have to delete it and move on. Oh, Terrazone's been paying me in Gull Runes today. Nice. Same one I found before in Tal's Tombs. Gull Rune. Nailed it. Tofu bacon. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Okay? Don't knock it till you try it. Now, bacon's one of those things you don't compromise on. Turkey. I've tried turkey bacon before. It ain't it. It ain't it. I'll do turkey tacos for days. That's like my go-to. Literally, my daughter, when she has tacos other places or something, she's like, no, these aren't as good. They don't use real taco meat. That's what she says. I'm like, no, babe, that's real taco meat. I use ground turkey. You just think it's normal because that's all I've ever made tacos out of at home. And so she does not like regular tacos. She likes them more when I do them. G-Stack said, he almost called the police when I said that. Yeah, no, not actually a tofu bacon guy. No. Tippin says he still hasn't found a Gull Rune. Unfortunate. I got a couple of them today. So RNG, right? RNG, just how it goes. Ground turkey taco? Oh, dude, ground turkey taco is way better than ground beef. Don't offend anybody, but it's true. It's just factually accurate. Any opinion that's different is just wrong. It just is. Ethereal Sword Guard, legendary. Oh my gosh, look at that. You could upgrade this to a whatchamacallit. That's its official designation, a whatchamacallit. And it would be, and then Zod it. You get the defense, it would be sick. Which scythe am I using on my Scorstress? It's Infinity. Infinity. And yes, I'm joking. I pronounced that wrong on purpose, by the way. Sean says turkey meat is so good for you, though. Yeah, I think it is less bad for you, but that's not even. Maybe I might have gotten it a few times back in the day because of that. I'm not even sure, but it just, like, personally, do not make burgers out of turkey, ground turkey. It's just my pick. Nasty. Does not turn out good. But if you're making something like sloppy joes or tacos, you know, tacos, you're putting the meat in there and you're just smothering it in seasoning. You know, sloppy joes, you chop it up to little bits and you put the sloppy joe mix on top. You know, you don't, you know, boom. Maybe you could do like spaghetti and you put the ground beef in with it or whatever, or any kind of noodle for that matter. But things like that, ground turkey's fine. But yeah, burgers, no go. So I don't really, I can't really think of anything else, but there probably is other things that I don't eat that are like that too, so. Oh, did I just get a ring? Goated! Oh! A long list of stuff anyways. Greek-style burgers, feta and feta cheese inside it and stuff. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, like, stuff inside the burger, personally. So. Doug C up here from what I commented a minute ago. He's a big fan of using a whatchamacallit on a barb. True story, huh? Whatchamacallits rock, so. Oh, I got distracted there mid-story. So I was going to say the real reason I really do, another reason I probably stuck with doing, I should say, ground turkey, it's like half the price of ground beef. It's literally half the price or less than ground beef. So how do you heal a companion so quickly? If you hold shift and then, you know, you hit this number to take whichever potion you want down here. If you hold shift and hit that number, it instantly heals your mercenary. Or it instantly gives that potion to your mercenary without going like this, you know. Turkey goated, cheap, naturally leaner. Tastes good too. Yeah, definitely the cheaper part for sure. I just thought it was hilarious though that my daughter, like, regular ground beef taco meat, she's like, this is not as good. Like, I don't want that. 99 dust. Yeah, that's I think that's actually a common, you know, if you want to use stuff like that. Unique's grandfather Doombringer. That was like goated back in the day, wasn't it? Pickle Nick said he goes half and half on with spaghetti, ground turkey, and ground beef. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely do that. I've never thought of mixing them before, though. Yeah, Keegan, it's going to be, when you start talking about anything diet-wise, you're going to get everybody having a differing opinion, so I'm not going to, like, argue about it or whatever, that, you know, but yeah, that's what you believe, you know, it's fine. No problem. I'm not anybody's doctor. I'm not a fitfluencer, so. Yep, everyone's got their own opinion. Fine, all fine by me. I should be a fitfluencer, though. I just got to get fit first. Six NATO! Oh. Ground beef with bacon fat mixed in. So, a burger with ground bacon mixed in it. 50-50 ground bacon, ground beef. Burger. I think that's where I've never had it, but I believe that's where it's at. Marty said he's a big fan of tofu, spaghetti and tofu balls instead of meatballs. Might be good. Yeah, I would be a doctor, but there was already a Dr. Phil, so I couldn't. I had to bow out. He was there before me, so I just couldn't do it. Exactly why. No, I just knew I had special talents that I could utilize elsewhere that would be more important for society. Bacon wrapped steak. Gorgonzola. I've heard that before, but yeah, I'm not a steak expert, so I don't know if that's like a full dish name or not sure. The Mr. Phil or the Mr. Pibb of Dr. Pepper world. Yeah, boy. Congrats on that, Dust. 40 pounds down. Congrats. Sweet Phil, more like Swole Phil. It's true story. True story. Good Chad Phil. No, just joking. I would like to lose a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually going to the doctor pretty soon here, so we'll see what they say. They tend to shift the goalposts a little bit as you get older, so. I did not hit that right. Thulrune. Yeah, whatever. Hasn't been a lot of Sunder Charms, actually, shockingly enough, now that I think about it. Oh, that 180 ED was actually perfect, Cindy? Interesting. Maybe I'll go back and clip it if it was perfect. Not that, I mean, who could ever use it, but throw it on your Act 5 mercenary. Upgrade it, throw it on your Act 5. Sometimes I just note interesting things in the videos, and not just stuff that's like really good. Stuff that's like just off of cool, or like you said, a perfect ethereal item that you normally people wouldn't look at or something. Oversized pillow. First torch was a Pally. Nice. And the next 3. Interesting. Yeah, on single player, you don't want to find the same torch 3 times, even if it's Pally or something, huh? Yeah, we're gonna find out, Dust. We'll find out what's up. I'm getting everything done here in a little while. But I haven't been to the doctor in a long time. I have not been to the doctor pre-COVID, so. I'm just afraid they're gonna say like, hey Phil, you're too jacked. You need to get less jacked. I'm gonna be like, really? Of course I'm kidding. What a ridiculous. I'm not even remotely jacked. Let's see. A1C, that's cholesterol, isn't it? That's the bad cholesterol or something. Don't remember for sure. Steak gorgonzola, bacon wrapped steak with the cheese melted on top. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cheese stacks. No. Oh, blood sugar? Oh, gotcha. I'm not gonna have any blood sugar issue, that's for sure. My thing's gonna be, the things that I want to watch are blood pressure and cholesterol, because blood pressure is gonna be fine, I'm pretty sure, from my working out, but cholesterol can get help from working out as well, from exercising. But my family, I have a family history of kind of both of those, so. But it's also hard to tell too, because the family history also includes maybe being kind of overweight, which I think technically I actually am overweight, but not in the same extent, not like obese, not obesity. So we'll see. I don't know for my age range what my weight's supposed to be too. Because the last time I remember looking was when I was like in my 20s, and I was supposed to be under 200 pounds, which I haven't been under 200 pounds since I was a teenager, so like literally since I was in high school. Appreciate you, Cindy. 221. Actually, I want to write that down, because sometimes I want to go back and clip stuff and I can't find it, the ones that I didn't clip in real time, and then I can never find it again. Actually, I kind of appreciate that. 221.30. F. Sword guard. Close enough. I'll figure it out. How tall are you? I'm 6'3". Oop, where am I going? Oh. Yeah, and I know none of these readings are like necessarily, you know, everyone's got criticisms of the different readings or whatever, but like I went and got a DEXA scan done. My wife used to work at a place where she did those DEXA scans. My lean body mass, which would be everything that isn't body fat, was 174. I believe this is accurate. That the lean body mass, that's what it is. And obviously nobody can be 0% body fat. You would just die. But at that, if I had 174 of lean body mass, that would mean if I had 10% body fat, which is like male model status, I would be 208 pounds. If my math is correct that I just did in my head. Because 10% of 174... Oh wait, no, I didn't do that math right. It would be... What's 17 and a half added to... What's 17 added to 174? 80, 92, 192? I don't know. If that math isn't right, don't sue me, bro. G-Sex said he went to one doctor that said his ideal weight would be 167. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, Riri. Carnivore people love their carnivore diets. They love a diet where it tells them to eat steak every day, but a lot of diets can work for a lot of different people. So I'm glad that what you did works out for you. Very happy for you. blood pressure is a little issue, and cholesterol has a bunch of myths behind the cholesterol can be elevated by workouts as well as blood pressure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Cholesterol, yeah. Yes and no. I know that the dietary, I guess I don't want to get into it too much, but I know my dad died of a heart attack when he was 62. So that's kind of what I'm shooting to avoid. And I guess people that maybe they don't have like really high cholesterol like history and family members dying at younger ages than they should be don't like have the same thoughts about certain things. So I said I'm not going to go too much into it, but yeah, gonna keep an eye on it. Gonna want to keep an eye on it. So we'll take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? See what's up. Wolfler said exercise increase LDL and good cholesterol. Yeah, I'm not an expert on what everything is there. I guess I'd have to look into it a little bit more. It's one of those things where I heard about, I learned about that kind of stuff at one point and didn't think about it again for years, so I don't remember what's what and this and that. So, but yeah, exercise in general is good for like everything. Not exercising is bad for it, essentially. I don't need to know exactly like, oh, working out, it'll help this by this much, but yeah, I get you. That is important information, whatever, but pretty much just work out, exercise, lift the weights and do cardio a little bit here, a little bit there, and things should turn out right. Oh, gotcha, Dust. You're saying if you work out and then go get your levels tested, it could essentially give you a false reading. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to yeah, that's not what I'll do. So yeah, got that one covered. I couldn't think of how to word what I was trying to say there. Like that's no good. Do what I say. Doing. Like that stutter kid. But yeah, not working out before I go. Oh, Ogre Mall, let's go! Love the Windhammer. Just because it's an Ogre, that's the only reason. I gotta make a sick Windhammer build. The only thing is those that like stuff doesn't proc when you whirlwind, so you can't use this whirlwinding and get the twisters. So you'd have to use bash or something. Disappointing. Disappointing. I'll have to think of something. Maybe a charge pally? I don't know. Tipping, you can hear the stutter kid now. Ooh. Sorry, yeah, Chris up here, Harrison per minute ago. Got a grief and some decent pally gear. Thinking about doing Ubers for the first time. So yeah, I would definitely, like someone mentioned earlier, get life tap somehow, like shop a life tap wand. I can't fully explain all this right now because I just don't want to take the time to show everything right now, but you can look up quite easily. I got videos, other people got videos on all this stuff. Get a life tap wand, or have Dracul's Grasp, their gloves that have life tap on striking, or an Exile Shield. Also, I would highly recommend getting your reses capped. Get your reses way up. And a T-God's belt for lightning absorb to go against specifically Uber Mephisto is clutch. Especially if it's your first time, I would make sure you're ready to go. And have a lot of these just in case. Just in case. You can farm up like 50 of these in like an hour. Like if you just hit like low level champs in Act 1 or something with a, some kind of sorceress or something, or you can even do it with a paladin, but I've definitely been in a situation or two occasionally where I thought I was prepared, I wasn't, and then I run out of potions and I'm like, great, I thought I was good to go. What a dummy I am. Oh yeah, and if you're on single player, set it to P1, by the way. What a classic mistake I make there. Set it to players 1 when you run Ubers. If you're on single player, that is. Jeezy says, talking about, because I mentioned my dad passed away at 62. Says, too young, he wants to live long for the kids and I assume grandkids and stuff. Yeah, true story. And for me, of course. I want to live longer for that and selfishly for myself as well. Saffron says pre-buff is treachery. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I guess I do usually do that as well. I do usually do that as well. Nothing but terror zones. Let's go. Boy, is this like a goated area? There's like champs everywhere. Just literally everywhere. Every 1 foot there's another champion. Like, what's going on here? Have we been missing the most goated TZ of all time? Think we have, fellas. Scott, welcome in. Yo, yo. Oh, neither perfect, but a real solid small charm there. 1910 on the lightning. Nice. Nice. We'll note that one. We'll hang out of that sucker. Not too shabby. Maltito. First time catching me live on Twitch. Welcome in. Watch the videos you say. Thank you so much for watching. They watch some of the YouTube videos. I do, you can watch either way, but yeah, I watch on Twitch or I stream on Twitch and YouTube, FYI. But yeah, welcome in. This guy. Now it's here, and is it this other Claw Viper or something? Value. Yeah. This probably ain't too bad either up in here. It's like a partial Talrash's tomb. Just one tomb though. Goes. What's going on? Keep going and getting that loot. Ooh, appreciate you. Appreciate you and welcome in. Scott Springer got back into the game and I've recently enjoyed the Fizz. You guys are too kind. Thank you so much. My goodness. Favorite way to level a barb with the token system? What do you mean with the token system? Do you mean like essentially the best way to level a barb like online? Where you can't like respec as unlimitedly amount of times as much as you want? Yeah, I'll just need a little clarification on that just to be able to shoot an answer for you. Where was I going? Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot this Terror Zone. This Terror Zone's a little better than I remembered. Well, okay, so I don't usually push Oda to 99, so a lot of times I'll end up leveling
I can't.
just like when I'm farming like the pits. I use barb in the pits a ton. Leveling my traps in fire and changed over to lightning. So for a barb, I kind of just level wherever I'm just like magic finding, essentially. That's usually kind of what I end up doing. Like on here, my barb's like level 94, but I never like tried to level, right? I guess get through to hell difficulty, and just from killing monsters, maybe like a player's 3 pits on single player or something, you know, I just slowly kind of leveled up experience that way. So at any of the points at lower level, I would turn up the players count and run just like a P7 or 8, run like a player 8 Eldritch, just spam Eldritch over and over again. But yeah, this is the barb I got to 94. I know it's kind of behind chat, but I was right here just from doing the pits and stuff. So but yeah, lower levels, like at the end of normal, at the end of nightmare, I just like spam the higher players count like Eldritch over and over. So looking at the time here, I'm gonna hop off. Gotta go pick my kiddo up from school here pretty soon. School's gonna be getting out, so I appreciate y'all joining me on this Tuesday stream. Don't usually stream on Tuesday. Usually it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of situation, but we worked on a video earlier, decided to hop on a stream a little bit here too. So appreciate y'all joining me. Thank you everyone who supported the channel. Any of the super chats, subscriptions on Twitch, even Twitch Prime subs, all that good stuff. Thank you guys, appreciate you. But yeah, that being said, peace out. Make sure, fellas, you keep slaying. Ooh.